Welcome everyone, I'm Tracey, the founder of Biome. I'm talking to you today from Brisbane, where we are based. We're an amazing Australian eco-friendly store that helps you live with less waste and less toxins. So today in Brisbane, all the Biome team is at work. We've got 4 stores open today and our online centre and warehouse where we're busily picking, packing, orders that you've placed online with a lot of love and care to get them out to you. And I'm here while everybody's busy looking after our customers in store to spend some time talking to you and try and give you that one-on-one experience that you get when you do come into our stores. And I'm going to talk to you today about a challenge that I took on in Plastic Free July. Biome has been operating for 14 years, so I think Plastic Free July has been going for maybe 7 years or so, and we have got ourselves involved with supporting it every year. But this year I really wanted to challenge myself personally as well, so I took on this challenge to post a plastic-free way every day for 30 days. On our social media, on Instagram and Facebook. What I loved so much about doing it was all the wonderful feedback. People were so interested in these different ways that I had learned over the years to live with less plastic. And today I'm going to share with you 3 of those ideas focused in the area of cleaning your home. Okay, so my first idea is for plastic-free, toxin-free dishwashing. This idea got an awful lot of love. Those of us who like to live with more respect for the resources of our planet particularly love these ideas that really are very old-fashioned ideas. It's more in touch with the natural resources of the planet, or the things that were provided to them by nature, rather than going through synthetic manufacturing processes that often involve petrochemicals. So this is quite a traditional method of washing your dishes using a good old bar of soap. Many of you are probably aware that it was only maybe 60, 70 years ago that a bar of soap was pretty much used for washing everything, your clothes, your bodies, around the home. Well, with this one, what I do is I use this wooden Redeka pot scrubbing brush, and when it's time to wash up, I just wet this soap a little bit, drop a little bit of water on there, swirl the brush around to pick up some of the soap onto the bristles. It's not wet at the moment. And then that's what I just use to scrub the dishes. Sometimes it is really all that you need. If you have particularly hard water, you will find that soap does leave soap scum buildup in your sink. A suggestion is to put a little bit of bicarb soda into your sink, which does help to soften the water. I've found that I do get left with some soap scum around the sink, and so actually one of the other ideas I have for you today, the Soapberry dish liquid, it is amazing at stripping away that soap scum. So I use a combination of the two. So before I go on to the second idea, I just want to mention, if you're keen to see all the 30 ways that I posted in Plastic Free July, it's on Instagram, the hashtag 30 plastic free ways for 30 days. But if you look in the description down below, we have a link there for you where you can link straight through to find them. Now, my second way is my citrus vinegar cleaner, and I absolutely love this because I get to sit on my kitchen bench, this amazing jar full of beautiful citrus peels that we have used in our house for making, well, you know, all the things that you use citrus for. We make salad dressings, put them on our avocado, grapefruit for breakfast, lime juice for gin and tonic. So here's the evidence, and basically instead of throwing these into the compost, I put them into this jar, which is full of white vinegar, and I do put a little water in as well. It doesn't have to be just only white vinegar, you can dilute it, and wow, the smell is amazing. When you it's just a beautiful citrus essential oil smell, and you don't really smell the vinegar anymore. It takes about a month to fill up this jar. When the jar's full, I then strain it into a bowl. Actually, I've found that because of all the big peels, I do 2 stages. The first stage is just using a metal sieve, and I dump the whole jar upside down through a metal sieve just to get rid of all the really big peels. And then with the solution that's left, I strain that through a muslin into a bottle. So this is, yes, it's a plastic bottle, but it's a reused bottle from a cleaner that I had previously from Biome. And isn't that, look at that amazing colour. It's of course no synthetic colours, it's all natural from the citrus. You just use this like you would any spray cleaner around your home, and of course it's free from all harmful synthetic chemicals that you'll often find in other home cleaners. My third plastic-free way for cleaning your home is soap berries. A lot of us already use soap berries for the laundry. You might not be aware though that you can also make up a soap berry tea or a liquid from the soap berries, and you can use this for all sorts of cleaning around your home also. We love the soap berries from that Red House in Australia. This is how they come packaged, completely plastic free. So this is a bunch of soap berries. These are straight off a tree. They're grown in India and Nepal, where they have been used for centuries actually for shampoo and all sorts of cleaning uses. They pretty much are the original shampoo. All detergents, whether they're natural or petrochemical based, are actually a synthetic ingredient. Detergent is made through a chemical process. Whereas in the case of these soap berries, they're coated in a natural saponin. You might be able to see there's a slightly waxy surface on them, and that's the natural soap. And when you put it with water, that soap activates and does the job of cleaning. The soap berry liquid or soap berry tea is very easy to make. I use 100 grams of soap berries into 8 cups or 2 litres of water. And you put that into a saucepan on the hot plate and boil it for 20 minutes and then switch it off and allow it to cool. Then you strain that into a jar through a muslin, obviously to get rid of all the soap berry shells. And it makes, I use this particular jar, which is now almost empty after a month, but it basically fills this jar for me, that quantity, and a little bit extra. So the soap berry tea is of course completely natural and it has no preservatives, so it won't last forever, and you do need to keep that in the fridge. Actually, to help preserve it, I forgot to mention at the end of that process, I do stir in a couple of teaspoons of citric acid. When the liquid is still warm, you stir it in to dissolve it, and that will help it to last longer, as can adding some essential oils. So that tea, so literally just the boiled soap berries, that's what I use for dishwashing liquid. So again, I've put some into an old dishwashing liquid bottle. Now, if you don't have these yourself because you've never used plastic at home perhaps, just ask your neighbour or one of your work colleagues to save one up for you rather than them putting it into their recycling. Give it to you to use again. So this is my dishwashing liquid, and it's unbelievable. it just works so well. When you put it into the water, you don't see a lot of, well, many bubbles at all actually. It doesn't really, even though you can see that it does bubble up here. It doesn't hold those bubbles for very long, but it is incredible at stripping grease, and I've got the shiniest kitchen sink ever because it just leaves stainless steel in particular so clear. You can use it for many other things around the home. Some people actually use this also straight into their laundry or into their washing machine instead of using the soap berries whole. You can also wash your hair with it and wash your pets, but do be careful to keep the liquid out of mouths and eyes because it doesn't taste very nice and it can sting your eyes as well. Thanks everyone for taking the time today to learn 3 ways that you can live with less plastic, and I look forward to chatting to you again next week.